let me take a bong rip first. Yo, this is Darth Hater, and you're listening to the Nightly Strange.
Hey, welcome to the Nightly Strange.
Welcome to the Nightly Strange, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, D-Mac Uno, live and direct from my mama's basement. How's everybody doing today? Special guest in the building tonight, Darth Hater. How you doing today, man? How you doing?
What's up?
Oh,
What's
man,
up?
that's just chilling. So, like, first off, man, where'd you come up with the name Darth Hater?
Darth Hater. Well, I used to play guitar before I got into hip hop, really, and I was in metal bands. And at the time, like, I mean, obviously, I was into metal. I'm still into metal, but like, I love hip hop. I love hip hop. I was even listening to hip hop back then when, like, I was in the metal bands. Obviously, like, I'm playing metal, but I'm listening to a lot of hip hop. Still listening to some metal, and then the other guys in the band would always be like, well, I mean, as it started going on, I felt like the genre of metal started getting very stale, and like everything started sounding similar, and they were all like diverging on this. All the artists were diverging on this one sound, and I was just like getting real bored with it. So all my bandmates kept showing me like new albums by bands I used to like, or just even new bands in general, and I just be like, nah, I don't like it. And I just like, you hate everything, man.
Yeah.
Because I love Star Wars so much, they just started calling me Darth Hater, and then I stuck.
That's dope, though. I kind of felt that way about hip hop too, man. Between like 2010 until I say about 2016, like people be like, oh, you like this guy, and I'm like, nah, man, I was a hater myself, But then it was like, I had to watch a Talib Kweli interview, and he was like, man, give these new dudes a chance and listen to them. And I finally did. And there's some new artists I like. The mainstream stuff I can't get with. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I feel like that's just propaganda. But
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
like there's new artists I like. Like I like Doughboy. I like Schoolboy Q. I like, who's the one guy that's been I like the most? Denzel Curry. Him and Guap Dad 4000.
Word. Well, as far as the newer, it's hard. I mean, it's hard to get into new stuff because like I'm an albums guy. Like, I don't listen to songs.
Yeah.
So like you have to like convince me to give me like a half hour of my time to listen to your whole album. Like, so
Yeah.
As far as newer, I would say like the Griselda. That's like the thing that's I'm catching on the most.
Yeah. Me too, dude. Me too. I'm heavy on Conway the Machine right now. Him and Benny the Butcher, like.
Yeah, Benny's awesome.
Yeah, he's nice. I haven't really gotten to Gunna. You know what I'm saying? I guess I got to listen to stuff, but I listened to the new Conway album, man. I've been feeling that, and that new Benny the Butcher. Like, for some reason, that's just like old school hip hop to me a little bit.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's cool because they actually rhyme. Like, I mean, they're real grimy and real gritty. Like, it's cool. Definitely cool. Like, it's definitely a nice change of pace from everything else that's going on.
I know, right? It's like it's crazy how everybody wants to be like the same, but I tell local artists, because I work with a lot of local artists where I'm from, and I'm like, bro, you can't ride somebody else's wave, because say you jocking Young Thug and you want to be like Young Thug, when he falls off, you're gonna fall off. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
And even so, like, you're never gonna reach where you want to be. Like, I just feel like, I mean, hip hop, metal. Like, because hip hop has a bigger, because it's so big, has like that pop scene that's, we don't really necessarily care about, but it's there. And there's the underground scene. The problem with metal was, like, metal wasn't that big, so like it was all kind of underground. So even all these undergrounds, like, there were a couple bands that were like breaking and getting kind of big, and so all these underground bands were trying to sound like these couple bands that were really big. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it was just like really, whereas hip hop's just a more diverse genre in general. Like, there's so much, it's so unlimited. Like, you could mix it with basically any genre that's out there, and you could come up, like, throw a beat on any genre, and it's hip hop now. Yeah. So because it is so diverse. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about hip hop, man. I feel bad for like some of the older artists because their fans keep them in that same window where it's like, no, they can't try nothing new, or else I'm not going to listen to them. And I'm like, bro, you got to give them a chance. Like, you can't expect Snoop Dogg to still talking about killing people back in the '90s to today. You know what I'm saying? He's a grandparent now. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him diversify. Yeah, it's like, I'm not going to put in a Spice One new album and be like, oh, he ain't talking about killing nobody. I don't want to hear this. Like, let him grow. He might start a farm or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, he's still rapping about smoking weed, I'm sure. That's part of why you listen to Snoop Dogg. What does somebody put on Twitter? They were like, yo, they told us if we smoked weed when we got older, we wouldn't amount to nothing, but Snoop Dogg got 30 jobs. I was like, that is classic. Funny. So so your name's Darth Hater. What's your favorite Star Wars movie? My favorite Star Wars is definitely The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I've been trying to get my kids to watch that lately. They're like, "Why is it so old?" Like, they want nothing to do with it.
Why?
Like my favorite one is, I have to say, Revenge of the Sith.
That's unfortunate that they don't like it.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like I try to get them, like, they'll watch the newer, like episode 1, 2, and 3 with me, but they don't want to watch the old.
Because fuck them.
That's unfortunate.
And then it's like, it's
they
crazy.
Do have, on YouTube, they have this. They did this like CGI remake of the original fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader on the original Death Star from the original movie from episode 4. They did like a CG. Did you ever see that?
No, I haven't seen that.
You should definitely check it out. They did like a CGI thing where they used like Alex Guinness' actual face in there. And, like, it's just really, like, you could tell that it's CGI a little bit, but like these guys just did this. Imagine if, like, Disney wanted to do that, like.
So it's a more intense fight because when you go back and watch the original one, it's like they hit the lightsabers like 4 times and it was over.
Yeah, they turned it into a real fight. Like they were using the Force and like throwing stuff at each other and like the sabers, it was just all the effects of the sabers and like the way, just all of it. It made it like it was one of the newer movies fights. It was awesome. See, I liked watching the newer ones they made, but I was like still disappointed because it seemed like it was just a money grab to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like new ones I'm very, very disappointed with.
Yeah, me too. It's like, why are you guys still on the same ships? Why is the Empire allowed to rebuild itself? Why are you going to kill Luke Skywalker in the second movie? Like, I'm just highly disappointed.
Why are you going to do that to Luke in general? They just made him like enough, they turned him into, that's not Luke.
Yeah. And then it's like that. What disappointed me the most about that movie is that, like, they're stuck in a spaceship for like half the movie. And I'm just like, this is trash. Like, this is like a low budget Star Trek episode where you're getting chased through the whole movie in one spaceship. Like, I was highly disappointed, but I still watch them. I keep watching them.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course, I'll watch everything they put out because.
Yeah. What do you think about The Mandalorian?
That was actually awesome. I was very happy that they actually were putting good stuff out. Now I'm like actually a little excited. Maybe they could actually put more good stuff out. Like before Mandalorian, I was just disappointed. I was like,
Yeah, like that Han Solo movie to me was like 3 movies too long. Like,
but that's still better than like the episodes.
yeah, those they were terrible. Just terrible.
Rogue One is awesome. Like honestly, Rogue One is the best movie they made since the original trilogy. I think, in my opinion.
It didn't have it. Like the only lightsaber action it had was at the end, so you actually had to pay attention to the storyline. And that's what I tell my kids. Yeah, that's what I tell my kids. I'm like, the first 3 movies, it has action, but it's a love story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, oh no, it's not. We don't want to watch. I'm like, whatever. Just go clean up something.
Yeah, it's a love story. It's definitely a love story.
Yeah. So man, getting back on music, dude. Like you've reached out. Like that's how I met you. You reached out to me online. You know what I'm saying? We worked on some music and stuff. How hard is it trying to deal with so many artists?
Oh man. It's pretty difficult, definitely, trying to, like, I mean, I've been working, the one we're working on, this mixtape, I'm just finally doing the final mixes for it, and we started like a year ago, it just takes such a long time to, like, find the people that want to work on it, and then you get a bunch of people that say they're going to do it, and then they just, like, fall off, you don't even hear from them, they don't even, they just drop off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, it's like a lot of people these days, it's easier to be a rapper these days. Like back in the day when I first started, like either you had to know how to rap or you couldn't do it. And so I realized, like, because I work with these people down at Boom House Studios they have in my town, and there's tons of people that like pay for studio time and just flake on it. And I've come to realize a lot of people just want the title. They want to be known as a rapper, as an artist. They want to be like, oh yeah, I had studio time today, but I blew it off. It's like they don't want to put in the work. And then when they see they put in the work and it doesn't get them anywhere right away, they drop, they quit,
That's a very good assessment.
Yeah. Because I said to you, bro, it's like, out of 10 artists that you meet, 8 of them is about some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it gets frustrating. Like, I feel bad for dudes that make beats. Because, like, like when I go back and buy beats from people, bro, they're so happy. They're like, oh my gosh, it's the first beat someone ever bought from me. And I'm like, bro, I got this one from you off YouTube and it already has like 40,000 plays. What are you talking about? But, like, it's a hard business.
I'm actually getting into that more, the beat making side of it more. Like I actually, because I like producing more than rapping. I think I don't know. I think I like it better. And I do it. It's easier for me to do it more. Like I can make way more beats than I can like rap songs.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just so it comes to me more natural. Because I mean, I've been a musician for a lot longer too than I've been rapping. You know, like.
Yeah, and you were in a band too, right? So it's like you know all the chords and stuff.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of music theory. I play guitar. I played lead guitar, so I was playing like the fast solos and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was we had some crazy. We were pretty heavy bands. We had some pretty crazy parts. We made some people go pretty in the mosh pits. That was the best part about that. Playing live, and just people going crazy and hitting each other. And, you know,
you're just up there playing, watching them and shit. Like,
yeah, you're like inciting a riot, basically. It's awesome. Like,
and everyone's having a good ass time and shit. You miss doing shows?
Oh yeah. Oh, that was that's honestly the one. Like I said, that's the one. Like, hip hop is not as much of a live genre, unfortunately, as like metal was. But I definitely want to. I've done one show a while ago, but I mean, COVID obviously ruined everything.
Yeah, we did in my town. I did one of the last shows we were allowed to do before they did the lockdown, and it was at some like, you know, like where I live at. I live in a Navy town, so it's like all you have is dive bars. You can't have big nightclubs because they'll shut them down because like Navy dudes and people fight. And so like, we did the show, and it was hella dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a lot of fun, and then they just shut us all down like a week after that. So I mean, there's a lot of artists out here hurting, and I see that you're putting in a lot of work, and I try to explain that to other artists, like, bro, this is the downtime where you should be working on everything that you want to work on, so when the world opens back up, you know what I'm saying, you can hit the ground running.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and a lot of dudes just sitting around like, well, I can't do this, I can't do that, and I'm like, well, bro, just get to it, you know what I'm saying? But it just shows you a lot of people's different work ethic, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Being a musician takes a lot of work. Like you said, people don't want to do the work. Maybe they don't realize how much work it takes. Because even like these big musicians that, like, you say, oh, they suck. But I mean, they put in a lot of work to get where they are. You know, like,
it's a lot of promo. Dudes don't realize that.
And even they're like, whatever, if their rhymes are simple or whatever, they get in the booth, I'm sure, and they probably nail those parts, you know, like they know how to do it, you know. They learn their craft, they learn how to record with a microphone, you know, like it's crazy. Like some of these, like, because I record people too, and like sometimes it's like they don't even know that they have to talk into the microphone. It's just like, what? So it's just like crazy. You're paying studio time and you're not like researching how to even do it at all. Like I don't get it, because I'm always trying to be as prepared for things as possible. Yeah. Like, it's just crazy to me.
Me too, dude. Like, I see people go in the studio and they'll like sit there. I remember one time I went with a group of people to the studio. We were like teenagers, and they were going to record a song. They wanted me to come along. And so we get in there and they play it. They pick a beat. It took them like 10 minutes to pick a beat. Then they all start writing to the beat, and they only pay for an hour. And I was like, what's going on here? This is what you guys are doing? And like, so for me, it's like I record at home, but then I'll go to Seattle to my friend's studio, and I'll record in there. You know, I'll pay for 4 hours and I'll do about 20 tracks. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, let's knock it out. Boom. Next one. Knock it out. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to utilize my studio time. Yeah.
Because like, even because professionals, they have this thing called pre-production, where they'll learn all the songs and get everything ready to go, so that when they do go to the studio, they could just go in and bang it out.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. But some people, like I said, some people just like the title. They want to be like, yo, man, I was in the studio for 4 hours last night. I did one song. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be a banger. It's hot right now. I'm like, bro, you just wasted 4 hours. You know, the producer, the dude that's recording them is just like, yep, whatever. Shut up, D-Mac.
Exactly.
Don't say nothing. And I try to keep it quiet. I'm like, all right, man, you got to make your money. But, you know, I went to a studio one time. I did 5 tracks in an hour. And they were looking at me like, damn, you just did that? I'm like, hell yeah, bro, I just paid you for an hour. Like, I'm not about to waste my money. I got kids to feed. You know what I'm saying?
My money's worth. You're right.
Yeah. Did you ever get your stimulus checks?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I got the direct deposit, so they went right in my bank account.
Yeah, see, well, I messed up on mine, right? So I had to...
We're having technical difficulties at the moment. Someone probably almost said something incriminating, or people are fighting. We might let you know, but right now we have to make a show. We'll be right back on in a minute.
And then you screw up a little bit because of their screw up, and then it's all your fault.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that's just how it rolls. I remember one time I used to have to go to court, dude, and they sent me like a court notice, but they sent it to the wrong address. And they've been sending me stuff for court for like years, you know what I'm saying? And so they sent it to the wrong address. I don't know. I go to get a job. I go to the job, they're about to hire me, like, wow, no, sorry, dude, you got a warrant for your arrest. I'm like, what the hell? And I go to court and I tell them, you sent it to the wrong address. So like, well, the people didn't return it. I'm like, are you serious? like, they didn't even like, but I'm supposed to own up to my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't believe in the judicial system anymore.
Yeah, definitely not. Justice is Lady Justice.
Yeah, you got to have some money to play in their world. I can't do it.
Oh yeah. Well, that's just the world in general. You need money for everything. It's just ridiculous. The capitalist. That's what we are.
Yeah, it's crazy too. That's why it's like I wish I could have a fake identity. I kind of low key, like, if I ever get in trouble again, I want to say I'm not even from this country. like, oh no, I'm not even from here. What do you mean? Here is my information. I don't have an ID. You know, hopefully they won't take me in because of COVID, and I'll be like, haha, I slid. You know.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe.
Who knows? Or they might just put me in ICE detention and deport me to wherever I said I was going to.
Yeah, maybe. Depends how lucky you were that day.
I know. So back to the music, man. Is there any artists that are out there that you want to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
I mean, I haven't worked with most of artists. I've only worked with a very small amount, so there's plenty. I mean, anyone that works hard, you know, and like loves what they do, you know, that's really, you know, the requisite to work with me. Like, I just finally got a beat store set up, so I got like a bunch of beats on there for sale finally.
Oh, nice.
Finally.
Nice. I used to go on Dat Piff to get my beats. And I met a lot of cool producers on there, but now it's like you go to the second page and it's just this one producer named Def Street. And he just like, I don't know what he does. He must go in there in the morning every day and just like turn his stuff off and turn it back on, because it's just pages and pages and pages and pages of his beats.
Yeah, that's the problem with like sites. There's some kind of algorithm, and then people can game the algorithm, and then it's just ruined.
Well, see, Twitter's starting to do that now. Have you noticed that? They're where you can pay and have your posts like appear in everybody's page.
Yeah, of course. That's inevitable. They have to ruin it.
I know, right? So which social media site do you think you've had the most success on?
Well, originally Instagram, but that was before like they monetized everything, you know, like, and then they monetized it. Then all the algorithm thing got changed, and then that just stopped. Like, it just stopped working completely. Then I started going on Twitter more, and then I think probably overall Twitter definitely have had more success reaching out to people, and because I guess it's a more talking platform too than Instagram. Instagram is like pictures and videos.
Yeah. I like Twitter more because Twitter, like, you could talk to anybody on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They might not talk back to you, and sometimes they do. You know, it's like, and you can link up, and like, it's crazy how somebody can post something on Twitter that's just simple. Like, I don't know if you saw that one dude making the beat, and he was making like a goofy face while he's making it, and everyone's like, "This is tight." It ended up in Meek Mill's hand, and Meek Mill's bought the beat from him, and now the dude's like a star producer.
Yeah, anything can happen like that.
Yeah,
that's what's crazy about Twitter, because you could, you at them, and you know they might not see it, they might see it. You never know.
Yeah. Well, no, they see it all. It just depends on if they want to respond back to it or not. Like, I feel bad for celebrities.
I feel like people like that probably have so many of them that they don't see all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They probably have like a shit ton of them, and then they're just like, they only see, like, you have to have a good timing that you open, like you get it right when they open the app or something, you know, then you're right at the top of the list.
No, they're probably screaming. But you remember they had that one thing where like celebrities read mean tweets, and they see all of it, you know, because when you're a celebrity, you want all that attention. But I mean, I guess if it's like a bad day, like, you know, when they're jumping on Scarlett Johansson, she doesn't want to see that shit. She's like, "No, turn it off. I'm done with this." Yeah, they be going hard on people on Twitter. I be feeling bad for some. Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, and then like when you don't like them, you're like, "Yeah, get them."
Yeah, Twitter is pretty harsh. I can't, like, some of it just makes me like disbelief that like you're just allowed to like threaten these things to people, and then nothing, it's okay, like it's just fine. Like, that's not illegal in any way. It's just...
well, I realize if you threaten them, like you can threaten them a certain way, but if you cuss at them, you got to put like a special character in there. So if I put FU *K, I'm good. Because like one time I cussed somebody out and I got suspended for like 12 days. And when you're suspended, you can see all the tweets, but you can't say nothing to it. So it's like, and when you get suspended, everybody's having a good time. You're like, "Oh shit, they're going on this person. Oh, this is happening," but you can't say nothing. And it's like, you know how Twitter is, bro. Like in an hour, that shit's over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Twitter is quick. Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, if anybody wants to get a hold of you, bro, how can they get a hold of you? Like, you have an email or what's your ats and all that stuff?
Yeah. Well, Twitter, I am Darth Hater. Still on Instagram, that's real Darth Hater. Then I'm on my beat store is on Track Train. But I mean, I have the Haterverse. That's like the Haterverse Entertainment. It's like the label that everything gets released underneath. I have the website for that, which is haterverse.com. I guess it's probably the best because you could get to anything from there. Haterverse.com has links to everything that I do, so that's probably the best if you're trying to look me up.
Work on some projects and stuff for sure. Well, man, I'd like to thank you for coming on my podcast. It was fun having you here. You know what I'm saying?
Like to thank you for having me. Like, this was definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. Anytime, you know what I'm saying? I'd appreciate you for coming through. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, Darth Hater in the building. This is D-Mac Uno, and this has been the Nightly Strange. Y'all have a good night.
Welcome to the Nightly Strange.
Thanks,